Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Hokies starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Extending the play now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. The linebacker shifting around now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion of the tight end. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so those... Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And here's the handoff.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Just ran away from the defense. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk of play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The Hokies are in the red zone. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds his man. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Hokies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid tackle. Able to get him down.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Just trying to get rid of it. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Across the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll set up with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And out comes the offense, set to take over here. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, what a job by the... in the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run.
They'll take a deep shot here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense has been great entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Snags the quick throw. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Pressure is coming. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly. Just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Hokies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Hokies. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he makes it into the end zone to cut this lead a little more.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. Two-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it to the right side. Runner finding some space here. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the set.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Green 25.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching those runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
On the double.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with the first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field.
Fire.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Makes a quick grab. Physical running, fights off the defender. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Hokies looking to run some tempo here.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. Tries the right with a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Brought down quickly after 14, but the offense is in the red zone. And the Hokies are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver makes the catch, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Offense behind the sticks, facing a 2nd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his back. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Look out. He's got some space. Now the 40. Past the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown Tigers.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they're just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. He's moving out of the pocket now. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble. First down here for this offense. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.